Now, we are always told not to judge a book by its cover, and that is something you shouldn't do with this week's property. For almost 400 years, some form of dwelling has stood on this site on the County Down shore with fabulous views overlooking the Irish Sea. And now Fortfield, a 6-bedroom family farmhouse, is up for sale with a price tag of over £1.5 million. And while the house is in good repair, it is in need of modernisation.
Part of the specification we had when we did this building-wise a number of years ago was make this as near to maintenance-free as you can. So it's all been replastered, rewired, all of the work has been done there. So structurally no problems, and frankly it's just decoration, which we'll do or not do depending on how this process goes along. We have 5 or 6 bedrooms, 4 or 5 reception rooms, obviously the conservatory we're in now, and then up the room that probably is the most used as in every home is the family home, is the kitchen, which is fairly extensive at the back here. Yeah.
They say that the kitchen is the heart of the home, and
no question, absolutely no question. We live in the kitchen actually most of the time, despite what you're going to see here now. It's great to have all the facilities, but the home at the end of the day comes back to the kitchen.
And from each of the bedrooms there are fabulous views all over County Down and out to sea. Trust me, on a clear day you can see Scotland. As well as the house, there's a lot of land too, somewhere in the region of 55 acres, but it is not available for development. And with farmland comes farm buildings, including 6 brand new stables. And there are a lot of other buildings too. It's what's behind the doors of the outhouses that will attract more potential buyers. This is a former grain store. It now homes an endless swimming pool. That's one with waves that you swim against. There's also the home gym and the steam room. By the way, the hot tub's outside. Well, forget your PlayStations, your Sky Plus and your home entertainment systems, because this is what I call a home entertainment system. Would you believe this room was a former piggery? Now it is the ultimate party room. We have the kitchen, the bar, the dance floor, piano, drum kit, as well as a full-size snooker table and the table football, of course. Then there is the pool table, and that's not all. Because off the first old piggery is the second one. And let's face it, no home should be without a 10-pin bowling alley. Come on. Oh, one standing. So what inspired Brian to build all this?
About 15 years ago, I was increasingly conscious that the buildings outside weren't being used for anything. They were not deteriorating, but what were we going to do with them? And frankly, we had our eldest daughter who we were having to travel around on Bangor, Newtownards and other areas on Saturday nights. And I didn't really like to keep doing that all the time, because I was coming home having worked generally and saying, look, can we do something different? And I started one day basically saying, look, we could use some of these buildings outside. I remember travelling over to on a ferry to Heysham actually, and I sat and said, what all facilities could we have that would actually bring the children to us? That's what we did. So for most of the last 10, 12 years, my 3 daughters have had all their friends here, etc. over all that period. In fact, I was just telling your cameraman earlier that we used to come in one road and out another road. It was like a little 30, 40 cars, and you'll see in the facilities outside, 30, 40 friends. It's great fun, and obviously from our point of view, it helps with the children's growth and development and so on as well. So we'll miss that, but we don't use the facilities as much now, obviously, as we were whenever the girls were younger.
And it doesn't stop there, as outside there is a par 3 golf course with excellent drainage, a tennis court, a giant chess set, and also a croquet lawn.
I would love to be in a position that the people who would be able to take this forward would have a young family as we did, essentially, and be able to move in their sort of late, almost coming into teenage years, and just love the place in the way that we have.
Absolutely fabulous.